sector has been one of the most interesting segments of the economy over the past year or so, and it's really at an inflection point right now. Thermal energy storage going to be a big part of the new era of energy. With me is Brenmiller, COO and founder of Brenmiller Energy. Lay the groundwork. Tell me what it is you're doing.
Yeah, maybe let's start with the macro, energy. So we often think about electricity. Market is talking about AI and the growth for data centers. The secret behind energy is that that's just a fraction. The major part of energy is industrial heat. Industrial heat alone is 25% of global energy, much bigger than the electricity sector. The whole electricity sector is 17%. And another secret is that it's growing faster than data centers and AI. Electrification and energy transition in the industrial sector is the largest sector for energy today, growing in the fastest way and having a major change toward electrification. So we electrified our cars, we electrify everything, but the main point now is how to electrify the industrial sector. It's not a matter of renewables, it's not a matter of green, it's just a matter of efficiency. It's much more efficient to burn electrical heaters than fossil fuels or natural gas. So the bottom line would be cheaper. And this is exactly what we do at Brenmiller. We have developed a technology that converts electrons to heat, a toaster. But the secret sauce is that we have a battery. We can buy at off-peak hours or even provide services to the grid, meaning give us the electrons when you have a surplus, when you need to get rid of it, and pay us for that. And then we sell it as heat to the end customer as a service. So we have developed both a cutting-edge technology, a heat battery, and outside of the box, we have developed amazing business models where we have multiple line of revenues and services. And that's also part of the secret sauce that builds Brenmiller Energy.
Yeah. So who would your clients be then? Utilities or industrial companies?
The largest industrial players in the world that want first to cut their costs.
Okay.
And cut their emissions.
Like manufacturers?
Manufacturer of everything. Food and beverage, pulp and paper. For example, our flagship project now is for the manufacturer of Pepsi and Heineken. And that's, by the way, going to be the first of its kind in the world, the first commercial heat battery as a service project for an industrial player, AAA, Tier 1 industrial player. We are the first company to do so and the only listed company in the world for this technology.
And you have met some milestones recently, right?
Yes.
So explain those.
This is the perfect time now. The market, a new technology is born, like solar panels were born, like wind farms. Now thermal storage or heat batteries are born. We have been doing so for the last 15 years. So it's really exciting for us that a vision, a dream that we had 15 years ago is turning into a market, into a reality. We see global companies putting tenders for thermal storage and heat as a service in the model that we were part of developing over the years. And this is on the market side. For us, we are now very close to commission the first commercial project, as I mentioned. It's a very big project, and I think it's an inflection point for us because it's much easier to sell the second system than the first one.
First one's always the hardest.
Yeah. And we have a pipeline of opportunities above $500 million and above 70 projects pipelined. Also, the European Union is extremely bullish on industrial decarbonization. The current administration here is not exactly supportive of transition, where in Europe it's the number one priority. Coming this December, we are participating in a €1 billion tender where you submit and get grants for CapEx, OpEx, a game changer for the industry. The whole industry is rushing to submit projects. Of course, we are part of it. So we're going to be right on time with the commissioned project, right on time with partners to submit to these bids and to move from 15 years of R&D and development into first revenues extremely exciting.
Yes. And then you recently guided for first half of 2026, right? Revenue, I guess. Explain.
Well, I can't, disclose exactly, but we are on a positive trend of growth, and it's going to convert into revenues. This is what business do.
Now, in terms of your competitors, you are ahead of your peers, I hear. First to market with a working TES system. So that's the thermal energy system.
Each battery.
Okay. So explain like your market cap, where you are in terms of competitors, and how kind of the whole field looks right now.
Yep. So we have the first mover advantage, but it's not always easy to be a first mover.
Yeah.
Our peers are, I believe, a bit behind, but they're not listed. They're private companies, but they are valued in the hundreds, some of them in the billions, where I truly believe our technology is at least as good. Our pipeline is at least as big, and we are the first in the world with a capacity to manufacture in a gigawatt scale. We've been financed by the European Union to build and construct an already fully commissioned giga factory for heat batteries. And so, but I believe this gap would close. There is no physics around it, just, market sentiment. We were raising capital. It was putting pressure on the stock. I believe that our last transaction will keep us away from the market for quite some time now. Will enable us to grow back the market cap and valuations.
So explain the future then. Where do you see things going? What's your strategy for 2026?
Well, we have one project now and another two signed. We're going to execute all the three. I believe we're going to sign at least double the amount. And I hope we can keep this pace of doubling the amount, every year. We have formed many JVs and partnership. It's not just one line of growth. We have ways to grow exponentially. And I think that 26 is going to be remembered as thermal storage year, where thermal storage became, a secret of the industry to technology that you just heard of and know of, like a boiler, like a panel, a thermal battery.
Yeah. And Europe, it sounds like, is an area of growth for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Nir, for coming. And it's wonderful to meet you in person and for coming and explaining the story.
Yeah. Next time we'll do it from our project site, right?
I would love to do an interview there and see video of the site. That would be wonderful. So thank you so much.
Thank you.